and welcome back to Morning Thailand. And as of course, as we have mentioned, there was development of the charter rewrite. The Prime Minister Kun Yingluck Shinawatra admitted yesterday, Kun Golf, after being asked by a reporter that she has already signed the bill that will be forwarded for royal endorsement already. And
she's already late, right? Because she said that she's gonna submit it since
on
the first since yesterday, but I guess it's coming today instead.
No, it's already sent for royal endorsement yesterday. However, this particular amendment bill would not be sent into the hands of His Majesty the King already directly, that's it, because it will be submitted for the Royal Household Bureau first and the Office of His Majesty's Principal Private Secretary, that they have to review this particular amendment bill. They will have 90-day time frame in order to deliberate on the constitutionality, and that signifies that, I believe, according to experts and legal experts, they believe that the Royal Household Bureau, this particular office of His Majesty, will delay the process in order to wait for the Constitutional Court ruling, as the Democrat Party and also the group of 40 senators have filed a petition to the Constitutional Court asking for an injunction for this particular amendment bill to be stalled before going into royal endorsement session.
Interesting.
And so that means that we'll have to wait and see. Still have more time, even though the amendment bill has been submitted for royal assent as early as yesterday. And the Constitutional Court, I believe that they said they will hold a deliberation yesterday. However, it will be taking place today afternoon, that the Constitutional Court will meet to decide whether they will suspend the submission of the government's charter change bill for royal endorsement or not. The court's move will set the stage for a showdown with the Prime Minister Kun Yingluck Shinawatra after she signed the bill, because if they rule that this particular passage of this bill has violated the Constitution, the Prime Minister might probably be found guilty, because he had been in the process of submitting it to His Majesty the King. Also, however, Kun Yingluck Shinawatra said yesterday that she has no part in this particular bill. She has acted only as a postman.
Okay.
If anyone would be found guilty, if saying that the court found this guilty of the violation of the Constitution,
that should not be
it
her.
would be the Parliament.
Okay, so everybody's gonna have to take a blame for this if it's actually in violation, obviously.
However, that is weird, because Kun Yingluck is also the MP herself, and she should be in the Parliament as an MP, so she would have taken some responsibility as well, not just saying, no, I'm just a postman, I'm acting on my duty, right?
Well, the thing is, at this point, Thai politics always surprise me. So who knows? It might happen. I don't even know if they can actually stop it from this, because obviously Pheu Thai Party even talk about gonna file charges against the Constitution Court for actually accepted, this. So at this point, I think it's all about legal interpretation and whose lawyer is better than who. And I think this, is a high time for any lawyer that could actually be able to get involved in this and to see whether or not you're going to be able to use your tactic into create a fame for yourself.
Now, as you mentioned, the legal charges would be filed to the Constitutional Court. Kun Samat Kaewmichai, the Pheu Thai MP for Chiang Rai Province, is also the Charter Amendment Scrutiny Committee chairman, said that the Pheu Thai's legal team is now looking at legal angles to file lawsuits against those who had tried to block the submission of the bill for royal endorsement, and also he might be filing a petition, the legal charges against the Constitutional Court judges, as well as they would face the legal action for violating Section 155 of the Charter. Kun Sama said that the court was trying to overextend its power to the administrative powers.
Right. So at this point, like I said, gotta wait and see. I think everybody's have, something in their minds already to deal with this problem. So we're gonna have to wait and see which tactic each team gonna use and who's gonna win. It's almost like cheering for sport here. All right, let's end the session with good news. It seems like we might get 5 days holidays because the thing is, on Monday, December the 30th, that's the day that they would like to make it another holiday, because obviously the rest of the week, so from Tuesday to Friday at this point, has already been a holiday, right? Because 31st, that's start of the holiday already. So that means that we still have Monday hanging there. So what they're trying to do is make Monday a holiday as well for the December 30th for this year. So that way we get 5 days. So that means actually longer than 5, right? Because we have weekends before too. So technically we're going to get like 9 days of no work. But we're going to have to work, sorry. All right. Now there's a report of a meeting yesterday. Of course, the Prime Minister talked about the 2 trillion baht budget that will be allocated to create more of a situation where they could actually move all the tourism business and create more businesses for the country. So yesterday, the Finance Minister, Commerce Minister, as well as Agriculture Minister, Tourism Minister, and ICT Minister joined with the Prime Minister to talk about this, and they say that the Prime Minister has talked about perhaps open up new destinations, tourism destination, and to promote domestic tourism, as well as creating a standard, clear standard for all the hotels. So if you say 4 stars, you gotta be meeting up the standard of the 4 stars. And I think this is one of the things that the Prime Minister would actually be able to do actually very well using her expertise. Don't forget, she's been in real estate industry before. So this is one of the things that we can actually see in terms of boosting tourism, as well as ICT ministry to actually look into all the jet ski, speedboat, taxi to create more conveniences for all the tourists, as well as safety. And they would like to have some kind of software, a central software for reports of anything involving tourism. So that way they will have the data in place, and also have a close contact with public health ministry, so that way the healthcare of the tourists will actually be looked after as well. Now at this point, the Prime Minister also talked about asking several of the entrepreneurs that involved in creating amusement park to actually come into Thailand to perhaps create a man-made destination. So as well as promoting halal destinations, so in terms of food industry as well. Now they say at this point, the highest visited destination right here in Thailand is Phuket, Chonburi, as well as Bangkok, of course. And they say, like I said, they believe that if they have one more day to actually add to that, during the holidays, we will look at about 10,000 million baht more money that will come in from perhaps 2 million of the tourists, and people would actually using their money a little bit more. So a lot of money flows during the time. So I think that it's just a matter of time to wait for them to say, yes, let's do it. But, we're going to get 9 days holiday. Yay.
That's really great. Apart from promoting trade between the African region, other continents, you're also looking at the tourism inside the country as well.
Exactly. All right, let's take a short break, because after this, Kun Chain will talk a little bit about the southern violence that hasn't seemed to be on the news at all. So please stay tuned.